I'd like to have your attention, please, and welcome you all. As you enjoy your dinner, no, hold on, no claps yet. It's early. Everybody had a long day. Some of you come from a long distance. I want to thank you all for being here. And دوستان عزیز که از راه دوری اومدید خواستم که خوش آمد بگم بهتون که همدیگر رو خوشحالم که اینجا هستید، همدیگر رو میبینیم. برنامه خوبی براتون گذاشتیم، امیدوارم که با ما باشید. That's for my friends from Iran. And just before I bring Rhonda and talk a little bit about healthy aging, what I call healthy aging. Some of us are in our 30s, 40s, 50s, and we see like time slipping away, and Rhonda's mastered how to age gracefully. So she's going to come talk to us about that. But the reason we are here tonight is to have what I call a GPS for life. Everybody wants success in this lifetime. We could talk about a number of topics. I like what I call personal development. Many people ask me what is personal development. Again, to be able to fulfill the potential God has given you. I'm not a pastor or minister or mullah, but we all believe in some sort of higher power. And after going through 2 near-death experiences, I found that every day was special. So I wanted to start with gratitude. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. The right people are here. Okay? They say the first rule of success, of achievement is to show up. So you have showed up, you're here, and we're going to have a great night. Later on the DJ is going to be here. Some of us are getting older, we need to shake more, we need to move more, and to keep alive is to keep moving. The moment you stop moving, I believe we're done. I work with patients at the Sunnybrook Hospital. I'm not a psychologist, but I've spoken to at least 100 psychologists from different hospitals over the last 10 years. Personally, I was involved in an accident. Then they say there's the seeds of opportunity in every challenge. Just because I was in an accident, I got a job at the hospital after COVID-19 to go and consult with amputees, with people who need therapeutic help. So I got to know psychologists, people who are in power, who make decisions, and also people who feel left out. And tonight we're here to get the message out that nobody should be left out. So if you don't mind, I like to actually start with Canada, because I love this country. After I come back, we're going to talk about the reasons why Canada is such a great country and why we have such great opportunities to find the right people to connect with, to work with, to brainstorm with, to put our ideas together to make lives better for everyone. And so Rhonda, if you're ready, you can come on up here. Rhonda was a model, is a model. She's a stretch healer. We met, probably know of each other, but recently I met her, and she just lights up the room anywhere that she goes, and she's a advocate for women. She's a mother. She is a spokesperson. Help me welcome Rhonda. Please give her a hand.
Help me, Rhonda. Get her out of this room.
Rhonda?
Anyway, I don't need a microphone.
You do need.
No, I don't need a microphone. You guys can hear me. So thank you for coming. This is the first event of hopefully of many. You don't need me to talk like that. I have a better voice when I'm not using this thing. I might break out in a song.
No, that wouldn't be too bad.
No, that would be bad. Thank you for coming. My vision is the same as probably a lot of people, that we need some fun in our life, right? That's right, and that's why we're here. Because my friend is the DJ. He is amazing. This is my group of friends here. We go out dancing every Friday and Saturday night at the Edge in Ajax. And we're more than regulars. We know absolutely everybody. So we're looking for a new place to come. So we're going to kind of create our own thing, because we all need to have fun, right? We need to have fun. This world is being turned upside down. Physically, I'm 60 years old. I've been stretching for 27 years. For 13 years, I stretched every day for 4 hours a day. I didn't miss a day, literally. From 9 o'clock, I put my son in bed. I was a single mom. I stretched to 1, 2 in the morning every day for 13 years. Excuse me. I knew nothing about what was going on in the world. I was a model. I lived in Paris, New York, and Italy. I traveled all over the place. I was Canada's top model. I was modeling for 35 years. I knew nothing about what was going on in the world until my girlfriend told me that I actually had a guy break up with me once. He said, "What are we going to talk about? Because you don't know what's going on in the world." Well, apparently he didn't know either, because what the news is telling you, we won't get into that, is not really what's happening. So when my girlfriend, who is a big, thank you, a conspiracy theorist, told me about what was going on in the government, I didn't even know anything about what was going on in the world. I was like, what? I spent 3 years, 12 hours a day stretching, going down that rabbit hole. So you can't talk to me about the body physically, because I've done the work, I've done the research, on what's going on. I'm still watching behind the scenes what's happening. It's all good. I say the devil's left the building, but people don't know it yet. Everyone's worried they're fearful about what's coming. What's coming is opposite of everything that we've known. And that is fun, good times, no fear, fear, wars. It's all opposite of that. Hate. We're coming into love. We're coming into happiness. We're coming into freedom. And we really are. And that's because there's some really good people taking down some very bad people. And there's a new system coming, really. And if I didn't, I'll tell you, when you stretch, I'll tell you what stretching is about. Muscles move bones. It's basic. This is kindergarten, okay? We all have the same body physically, 2 arms, 2 legs, everything's connected, and muscles move bones. Well, if you've used your body throughout your whole life, going to the gym, going to work, excuse me, whatever you did in your life, if you did sports, if you got in a car accident, your muscles and your bones are carrying you through life. If you just do that and you don't go back at the end of the day, stretch those muscles to keep the bone structure balanced, because muscles are attached to bones, then your bone structure is going to be all out of whack internally, and all those muscles are going to twist up inside, and that's what you call the aging process. That's not the aging process, that's the imbalancing process. But they have you believing all their lies. They don't want you to turn within. They want you to go to the doctor, go to the dentist, go to the chiropractor, go to the plastic surgeon, and go to all of those professionals that they educated through their education system, because it's a money-making business. Stretching is free. You do it at home. It is your lifeline. People say, "Oh, Rhonda, stretching is good for you." You're right. I go, "It's good for you? It's your lifeline." Okay? So, like, we have to eat. We take care of ourselves. You have to stretch. So I would go into people's homes for years and then find out what you do. If you watch TV or you talk on the phone, or you are on the computer, or you read, just sit in a stretch position. I don't change the things that you do, but I just change the way you do them. And if you think about just that, and you start to stretch those muscles, you start to relax, the memory, sleep is just relaxation. The reason people aren't sleeping is because physically their mind and body are not connected. Their mind is taking the body to the doctor, when you have an ache or a pain, if you sit in your body and you relax, the memories that are going to come out, you're going to sort through all your indoctrination. You're going to just put a stamp of approval on everything that you know from your own experiences. That's enough. That's enough knowledge. So when you go back in your past, all those things that changed the course of your life because we listened to our mom who listened to their indoctrination, right, their education system. So you got your mom's voice in there, your dad, your brother, your sister, your friends, the TV, society, your husbands, your girlfriend, all of that. So when you start to stretch, you realize you don't even hear your own voice. So that's what stretching does. That's basic. So go home or sit here and just focus on and think about your muscles. Muscles move bones. You will be amazed what happens to your body. When the muscles start to move the bones, you just keep doing it. Right now, you'll start to stretch and the tension will just come out. And you'll just start to stretch. And the secret to stretching for a long time is when your body starts to say, whether a memory comes out and you start getting this anxiety and you don't want to stretch anymore, or you feel a pain, or it just doesn't feel good anymore and you just don't feel a stretch, don't stop and say, I'll stretch again tomorrow. There's no tomorrow. It's all, time is an illusion. You just sit there and you just change position slightly. So when you're stretching a muscle, if it doesn't feel good or it's uncomfortable and your body starts to relax, mind has controlled everything. It's controlled you for your whole life. Now it's time to listen to the body. The body will tell you when it's ready to move and change position. And you don't go from one muscle to the next. You stay there, you sit, and you just move slightly, and a bunch of new memories will come out, and that chain reaction will continue to happen, and then you'll start to connect mind and body, and that world inside, I keep thinking, oh, I'm balanced, I'm almost balanced. That was 27 years ago. And the memories and the stuff that happens internally is eternal. At that point, you're growing your body. So that's how you grow your body. And that's it. What else would you like to know? And thank you. And so I do the price of, I charge for this, for a one-on-one. And I do it over video. I used to go and physically work with people with Parkinson's and strokes and muscle diseases. I worked with the chiropractors and the doctors, and everybody needs this. Stretching, everyone needs it. So now I do one-on-one. It takes me about an hour and a half to get through your brain and wake you up and connect mind and body. I explain a lot of the stuff. And then I put you through stretches to show you that everything I said is a fact, because the way you feel after is no denying it. My best client is one of my best friends now. She's 90. And she says to me, my hearing's getting better, my eyesight's getting better. And I'm like, I know. Took like a 90-year-old to listen to me. So thank you. And if you are interested to have a one-on-one, it's life-changing, and it's the price of my Canadian age, and you better hurry up, because I say March 27th, it goes up to $61 Canadian.
Imagine just having Rhonda. The guy that introduced me to Rhonda surprisingly said that everybody just wants to hear from Rhonda. They just come to see Rhonda, Rod Norville.
Rod.
I said that behind this beauty there's also a brain here. And you see that healthy aging is part of all of our lives. We all face physical challenges. We're all human. One day we born, one day we die. But
well,
how?
Okay, I'm glad he said that, because I was filtering. Because I can't say too much, because listen, I've been talking about like this for 27 years. Now I know what's going on. They thought I was crazy 27 years ago, the things I talk about. But I've been doing the research. I've been proving to everyone. Now everyone's like, what are you doing? You look the same. And I said, what did I tell you 27 years ago? I'm stretching. Well, now I know what's going on in the world. And with the information I've learned, what's going on in the world, and the knowledge that I have, that's what I was going to say. When you tap into, when you get rid of all the voices and the anxiety and the fear, and you go within, you have vision. And I realized years ago that everything I saw was a premonition, but I didn't know because it's happening, it's happened in the last couple of years. So the things that I know now, coupled with what's going on in the world, this is a bomb I'm going to drop right now, and it's a fact, and you guys, it's another world, and you won't know it until you start stretching and really get in. Death is a freaking lie. It is a money-making lie. Okay, you buy your life insurance. That's what I do in the day. I talk to people who want to buy life insurance. I don't get them to sign their life away. I just chat with them. But I try to talk to people about stretching. I'm telling you, when you start stretching and growing your body, you'll realize that's part of the evil. If you think that what's coming out of this world, which is the evil, all a part of it is death, is part of it. What you think all the bad stuff that we've been enslaved to believe and to live, and the lifestyle they put through us with the whole finance. There's so much that it's a lie. It's pathetic. The birth certificate system, the whole thing. So if you see, someone in this room knows. I could go on and on, but I'm not going to freak you all out. But I'm telling you, if you think we're coming into all this freedom and love, my last name's of love, by the way, Damour. That's real. And if you think that we're coming into all this love and death's coming with us, no, honeys. It's not. It's a lie. So you can stretch to live. You can stretch to grow. You can stretch to have a better quality of life. You can stretch to get rid of the aches and the pains, to open up your vision. Just start, and you will be amazed. Thank you for listening.
Wow.
Thank you.
So, thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you.
They say, I'm not sure if this is better, but this is better? Okay. So, thank you, Rhonda. Rhonda is amazing. We're going to gather here every couple of weeks. She said they're looking for a home. We found a home. Beautiful place. Nice staff. Everybody here. I hope you enjoyed the food. But I want to take you, I think, tomorrow you're going to forget everything Rhonda said probably, and everything I said also, and everything everybody else is going to say. But you may remember a story. So, Ben, why don't we go through the story quickly? I want to tell you a little bit about GPS for Life program that I worked in 2 years ago in London, England, while COVID-19 was there. So I want to take you back to the city of Istanbul. I was coming through the airport. There's 5,000 people there. Just after COVID-19, everybody's rushed to go through this airport security. Finally, after 2, 3, 4 hours, we get to the boarding gate. And there was a nice Canadian gentleman, maybe in his 40s, 50s, red guy with red hair, and he was under pressure. Everybody was, complaining about the plane being late, tickets delayed, COVID-19, government, and the guy just had it. By the time I got there, and I'm very cheerful, I've decided a long time ago that I want to live my life cheerfully. So I go up to him and I say, "How you doing, sir?" And he said, "Compared to who?" And I was taken back. I said, "Okay, smart ass, okay." I said, "He's under stress." I said, "Compare to somebody who doesn't have a job, somebody who doesn't have nice clothes, doesn't have a country, place, home to go back to, compared to somebody who doesn't have what we have right now. Now, how are you doing?" And he was like, "Unbelievable, I'm grateful, thank you for reminding me." And I said, "It's not just one of those people I told you about. There's 40,000 of them. They're little girls from North Iraq that were stolen by ISIS. Now they live in caves. Most of Western world or society doesn't know about it. I just came from there, so I think I'm having a good day, and I hope you have a good day." As soon as I walked away, I saw his behavior change. The next customers, he was breathless, because we just need to put things in perspective for people. Some of us are so stressed out about our problems of tomorrow we can't breathe at night. I want you to relax, to enjoy, to meet some friends. I think you're going to remember the story. So the story goes this. Back to 1979 in Iran, on the border of Iraq and Turkey. People ask me, where are you from? And I have to start by Kurdish. I'm Kurd because that's my tribe, that's my, ancestry. They say, what is that? Most people only know Kurds by one of two things. Thousands of them were killed by Saddam Hussein back in 1980s. And recently in 2013, the ISIS almost infiltrated the Canadian government. Kurdish people were in the front line. Those are the ones who bravely fought. I lost many people in that battle, uncles, friends. So that's my ancestry. But why am I telling you this? Because from a young age, right here, till 1979, our lives was like the little house on the prairie. I don't know if you guys know the little house on the prairie. Just magical. 10 sisters and brothers, big house on a farm, and sheep, horses, things like this. We had fun. Then the war happened. Just in a matter of 9 months, we lost everything. We lived 2 years in the mountains, right here, in this picture. When we got back, the government of Iran attacked to wipe out the whole area. And, one day a helicopter attacking. I was involved in an accident. I spent 2 years in a hospital to recover from jaw injury, battle scars. I was just 10 years old. So I spent this time in the hospital in Tabriz as a 10-year-old Kurdish boy. The only thing that they gave me were books. I read a lot of little children's books. So Rhonda is right now introducing us, and Sean is here, DJ is going to have a lot of nice music, to take the stories that we found out to teach little kids. I believe education is a lifetime opportunity. There's a famous Iranian proverb that says, "Zagahware ta gur danish bejuy." This is from the cradle to the grave, you have to seek knowledge. And I believe our people, just like Rhonda said, are involved. So I've been that guy. It took me a few years to get to Canada. I went through Turkey, I went through Germany, I went through Sweden. But the GPS in my mind was set to Canada. In 1984-5, I was in the middle of a chickpea field with my sister, and a plane crossed the sky, blue sky split in two, white line right through the sky, and I was reading a book given to my brother called Uncle Tom's Cabin. It was about a slave who ran away from, South America, south of the border, came here and became a judge. And I said, wow, what a great place. Now I remember my mindset, little kid, 10-year-old, magical life, and then war turned over, 2 years in mountain, hunger, you mentioned it, everything else. But I said to my sister, one day I'm going to live in Canada. And I forgot about it. War happened, we grew up, go through the high school, didn't allow me to go to school in Iran, so I decided to leave. I told my father and came through a whole lot of challenges to Sweden, of all places. My sister, my brothers, 3 sisters, 1 brother in Sweden. I said, I'm going to go learn Swedish. I learned the speed of things. When I landed in Sweden in 1992, I said 90 days I have to learn this language. And I had a formula how to learn it. Today, jag pratar svenska. I can speak it better than my brother who's been there 30 years or 40 years. Because I applied this knowledge, this wisdom, this God-given gifts that Rhonda's telling us about. Started a Canadian called the Canadian Tire. If you go forward, Ben. I started at Canadian Tire. I was delivering mail for 2 years while I was in school. Yes, this is the journey. We all are the authors of our own lives, and I hope you can find your own image in here. But I graduated from DeVry business information systems. It was a fast track to business and to making money, so I took it, and then I started working at FedEx, flying all over Toronto and North America to manage small teams of people in different hubs. From there, I was introduced to financial services during the company called Primerica, and from 2007 to 2013, I was involved in the company, speaking all across, stages, giving people hope. Rhonda said something about how people are being lied to, how people are being misled, and it really bothered me. And I wanted to do something about it. So on a trip to Middle East, I found out something that my mother had a heart attack, and I was called. They says she might die, you might not see her. So my friend's mother's here. She just came from Iran. It just reminds me of my mom. She's exactly set like her. And I went back there, and I had a eureka moment. Something happens to you when you go back to your country, when you connect with your culture, when you speak your own language. Every language that you speak, you're a different personality. So when I came back, my mind was off financial services. I started with a company, Camel Company of Canada, started to, thinking about building a healthy brand, just like Rhonda talked about. So go to the next slide, please. 7 funny things I want to tell you about camels, just for fun and education. Go ahead and bring them up, Ben. One more click. So what's this thing, camel, and why Rhonda and I are going to small school kids, 5, 9, and 12 grades, to tell them about camel? What's so special? This is all my findings, but camels are special animals. Longest mankind friend is not dogs, it's not horses, it's actually camels, over 3,000 years. Inside camels' humps are not water, but it's fat. It all goes back to the origin of camel. And once I found these facts, I was so shocked. And I said, I've traveled all these places. I don't know anything about these benefits. For example, the socks that I'm wearing right now, made of camel's hair. Amazing in cold weather. So I got so burned up with this passion, I started to go to hospitals and sell these products and build myself up to 2013. Yet another eureka moment happened. I was on Yonge Street on a bike, and somebody hit me, and I was in a coma. What helped me get over this 10-day coma? When I woke up, my memory was lost. Took me another year. So Ben, go ahead forward, please. I went to this journey on searching for camels. I went to Africa, I went to Middle East, and went to Mongolia. Finally found out that these camels that people were talking about are actually in Mongolia. I met some people from there and made some connections. Go ahead. Now, why am I telling you the story of camel? Because every single one of us has a story that you will remember. Tomorrow, you may have to start your own story. You may have to start putting pen and paper together. And one of the companies that we all love and adore so much is McDonald's. If you just go to McDonald's and pick up this simple form for children, it says what? Make the world a better place. That's what I was doing in my mind. Making the world a better place. Just write down 3 things that you will do that make the world a better place. Look, McDonald's is genius in marketing, my friends. Okay? So go ahead forward. I found out that camel hair products help in a lot of these problems. If you got fibromyalgia, sleep, lack of sleep, any pains that have to do with your physics, it's been said that I've seen the father of modern medicine, Iranian doctor, back in 700, 800, 900 years ago, used to wrap. Somebody broke a hand, they would wrap it in the desert gold. He would micro-massage it, he would get healed up faster than ever and back to health. That's what I found out. These are all with the company that I have on the side, but go ahead. But my passion is really speaking to people, to public, and about products, about educating them. So over the last few years, I've been doing that in various shows across Canada and also in Toronto. Ben, go to the next. Now, we're all here and we're recording this, and we're going to put it on online for the public awareness. People are sitting here say, what is it for me? You're telling me your story. What's in this for me? There are opportunities that I've come across along what I call the Silk Road. I'm not sure if you guys are readers, but this was one of my favorite books that we're going to present tonight, and I'm going to introduce you to some people who are going to be able to help you in the process of getting what you want just based on that GPS that I said. If we knew what we want, getting is easy. Thank you, sir. So during the last 10 years, I had a little bit of an overview of the world from a different perspective, from different countries, and found out a little bit about psychology of people and what are we here for? And the opportunities that we present in Canada and future. I have worked with students from Iraq, from Turkey, and from Canada for the last 6-7 years. Just the passion that I have for people, and find out that most people are right now that are coming to Canada spend 5, 10, 20 years of their life just looking for resources, really never getting there or getting lost along the way. So we summarized everything else and every opportunity we found in one presentation. Go ahead, Ben. Next slide, please. You all know this slides. We're all business people here. Business-minded people. There's 4 ways to make money: being an employee, self-employed, business owner, or an investor. We have found 4 ways to enter any of these 4 at the same time. If you're an investor, you can join one of our projects. Business, you want to open up a small franchise yourself, you can do that. We have various franchises I'm going to introduce you. Self-employed, maybe you make cakes, you want to expand your business, we can help you to do that. All of this through a community that we built. And employee, of course, newcomers who are here who don't have a job are looking for summer jobs. Next year we have projects to help newcomers start gardening projects, or things that they can do without use of too much language. Go ahead, man. Okay, so these are the 3 franchise opportunities that I've come across over the last 90 days that I've researched, that I found out that a lot of people are looking for. There are people in Barrie who are looking to open a little franchise opportunity in what's called the Golden Valley Oasis. And this is a dry nuts and fruits and vegetables from the Middle East and from Afghanistan. My friends bring it here in skids and wholesale. Somebody can set up a little market in wherever they are, and their average sales is about $5,000 to $7,000 a week, making a good living. 4 members of the same family are doing it in 4 different locations. Approached me to help them franchise it, and I said, yes, we can do that. My own company, Camel Company, we're also looking for distributors in, healthcare, in therapeutic places, hospitals, and shops like that. And the biggest opportunity comes, of course, in financial services, educating people about money. And my friends are here. We have partnered up with a company called Nubank Financial. It's an idea that was born through COVID-19 to get people to educate themselves. Instead of selling you things like Rhonda just said, selling life insurance, what about not educating yourself about life insurance? Mortgage, anything that is important to you that you think that is worth your time, and because it's worth money. We work for these things, why not learn them? So that's what the opportunity we're bringing. Go ahead, please. Okay, now, the services that we're launching in 2024 include life insurance industry, which is a big industry. A lot of companies started from there. We have services or a team that can help you with life insurance, with our newcomer, with tax preparation. This is one thing that I always wanted to learn a little bit more about taxes. We all pay taxes, we don't know much about it. Wouldn't it make sense to take 90 days to learn about taxes? Shanta was here, she had a Zoom call. I was a part of learning about this tax system and just to going through refresher. We're going to put you through this education and financial success literacy program, because literacy takes time to learn, to pay attention, to be lonely, to have the disciplines that Rhonda said, to go to the gym when everybody else is sleeping, to go to the party. So it takes a little bit of discipline. That's the one thing that I've taught my kids, and I'm proud to have. Today I run 5 kilometers early morning. It's a discipline that I've learned and I've kept for the last 7-8 years after the recovery. See, the doctor's job is not to tell us, to get us well. It is to teach us how to get ourselves well. So the opportunities with franchising have lucrative compensation. If you go back one time, Ben, I want to make sure that we record this part. Lucrative compensation with any of the 3 opportunities that I mentioned. Residual income opportunities, a plan of action, high in demand products and services, and accountability, which is the biggest ability. We have people in place to hold your hand, take people's hand over this process. A lot of my community people are new. They don't know these resources. We're going to take them through this process. So now you can forward, Ben, please. Now, the opportunities in 2024. You guys have heard about AI taking over. There's Internet has taken over our lives. We depend on GPS. I remember talking to my college in 1998 about a system called GPS, and geographically positioning service satellite by the US government that was being built back in 1990s, and it was so new. Now everybody's phone has a GPS. Now the concept I'm introducing is, when we were born and we go through this life and we come, let's say, to Canada, and I wanted to live a life, let's say, like Rhonda, be healthy lifestyle, is there a formula that I can apply? A GPS that I can say, listen, this is what I'm going to do when I'm, let's say, 80 years old. I was blessed through COVID-19 to take the time to go and spend some time with my father, who passed away through COVID-19, not because of COVID, but he was 83 years old. And he said some profound things to me that totally changed my view of what I wanted to do. First of all, he said to go and serve your community. Even if you live in paradise, Jannat, in heaven by yourself, you're still not fulfilled. If you go serve people, you'll be able to find happiness. It's one of the things that he told me, and I came back with a new mindset. So all of these skills, communication skills, most people have a story to tell, don't have a way to tell it, don't know how to tell it. We all have a story. We're going to teach you these things. This takes effort. This takes patience. This takes learning. 90-day process will take you through all of these. And business and financial literacy, which I mentioned, is the biggest opportunity that we're presenting. Go ahead, Ben, please. Archimedes was a famous Greek philosopher, and he said, give me a liver long enough and a place to stand, and I will move the entire earth. We need to pay attention to what the wise people before us have said, and we apply them, because happiness is a choice, and no matter how many problems we have, I think we can choose to be happy. That's what I did through the wars and through all of the struggles that I had. I choose not to blame people. I choose not to focus on the things that were not happening, but to focus on the things that were happening, the good things that I needed to do. So we're going to put all of these resources at your service. Futurize, digitalize, monetize, optimize all of these systems, including the education system and the financial services system. Our friends is here also. Upstairs is a college that recruits people for various colleges that we have connections with. That's what we're doing, and also helping them grow their businesses. So, next. One more, please. So the education sector, the business, any type of business, like the nut business that I told you could be profitable within the month. Some businesses will take for a little bit longer, maybe 90 days to learn. Some people make handmade stuff and sell it in the markets. I have been to so many places across Canada that resources just come to me. I just need to find out where, or remember where I went and what I was doing at the time, because I wanted to learn about business as much as I can from the ground up, like street smarts. And also I had the books I wanted to learn. Sean is here. We're going to start having some music, but let me go through the presentation. Next, okay. Now, previously we used to sit down and do a financial needs analysis, sit down with families. What we're introducing here with our partners is fundamental needs analysis, not a financial needs analysis. You know, the banks lie to us, run the whole, can tell you whole stories. But when I sit down with a client and do a fundamental needs assessment, ask them what are the areas of interest. Have they ever gotten any grants or loans from the government, whether a business or a student or anybody in Canada? All of these resources are unknown and they only come to me through the people that I know. And I say, if I don't know this after 30 years in Canada, there's a lot of other people who don't know about this. So we're going to invite them out. I want you to know that we're on a mission. My partners are here. We're making the way for other people to come and shortcut the process that we've so painfully taken. So simplified questionnaire that's going to talk about your basic needs. Now, Ben, go ahead to the next one. Since the beginning, actually, since 2007, everything that's come through me in Muslim world, they call it zakat. We put 5%, even if I didn't have money. I have a little adopted son in Africa in the country of Mali, and he's 22, he has his own business now. I adopted him when he was 3 years old. We're a company with a heart, and we like to bring good people together to, this is recently in helping the people that I told you about the story in the airport. Those are the people who sleep like that still in 21st century. There's a wave of awakening to happen with every single one of us. Ben? All of the information that is presented here will be available through our social media, like Rhonda said, through our friends here, but I want to bring out a few special people right now, and these people approached me and said, we like to collaborate, how can we work together? And the first gentleman that got my attention was Kumar, who's sitting right here. Kumar, come on up here. Kumar is accepted to be the person behind the scenes of this company, this message. Help me welcome Kumar Misri. Come on up, please. Kumar has been in business. He's the owner of Soldier Gear in Barrie. Also right now expanding in other areas, and we have decided to put hands together and tell the public the truth. He's also got a background in financial services. Kumar, come on in, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Arif, you're
Take
awesome.
that. You're awesome.
So first, good night, everyone, and thank you very much for being out here on short notice. Because this, putting this together was, I know it was a lot of hard work, but it was a time constraint. So thank you all for being here. It means a lot to us. And
Hold this to this one. Go ahead.
whoa. All right, Arif. Yeah, hook it. Okay, cool. I'll put it like that. Okay, so Rhonda, first of all, thank you very much, because lately I'm trying to jumping over or just trying to move the chair around the home, and I'm in a lot of pain. So I realize I can't even touch my toes anymore. So thanks for that, and definitely I'll be working on the stretch. So you got me to sign up. I'll be the first one to say tonight, yes, I'm in. All right. Arif, you covered a lot tonight. I mean, this was really put together, and I must thank you. You made my commitment, my commitment to tonight. I didn't put as much. You did a lot, and thank you. The business side of finance, I've spent 15 years or so, and I've pretty much learned a lot. And trying to get into more business endeavors, working with young entrepreneurs, you try to steer them in preventing from them to failing. So you pass on your experience and let them move faster than you were, right? Than I have. So I started with a company with DLA, Diversity Leaders Alliance, and we had about 200 entrepreneurs that came to seeking our guidance. And I found that was really, really nice. It was good. It was giving back to the community, helping the entrepreneurs. And then later on in life, you find that these guys are successful. And sometimes you find out that they're able to reach out and say, hey, if you need some help, Kumar, on some things, we got you. And you realize it's paying it back, and it's just a full circle, good karma, right? But the thing is, with the finance world, it's the products and services are there, and everyone just try to sign up for anything that's been pushed their way. I think cleverly, going forward, what we would like to do is really understand the client, understand the person, understand the individual, their age, what is really suited for them, and not just pushing products. So the opportunity came when I met Arif just shortly. I mean, we haven't had much face-to-face contact, but when I understood his vision, and I was like, yeah, this is something that I would be part of. This is a gentleman that I want to work with closely and help the community, help the entrepreneurs, provide the opportunities. When I met Johan, my other partner, amazing guy, because he's done it. He's got a tremendous track record in his financial background and the mortgage and lots of different products and services that he definitely makes a true difference in your life. I couldn't ask for a better opportunity. So now that we've got the partnership going, knowing what jointly we can do, I'm eagerly excited to roll this up for 2024.
All right, thank you very much. Please give him a hand. Hold on. We bring up Johan. Come on up here. This guy is amazing. Please give him a hand. We just met. Look, people you connect with, you do business, it's energy, mostly energy. Your energies match. First time he come in the room and we just had a conversation. Real estate, land development with Century 21. You tell us a little bit about yourself, how you decided to join this venture we're putting together for new entrepreneurs. Come on over.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for everyone to be here tonight. I was amazed, with Arif. When I met Arif, I met through Kumar. So when I met, I felt that all three of us have a same kind of idea. The main thing is I see like all of us from a different community things, but we need to put everything together to help each other out, right? So when I met with these two gentlemen, I saw that dream is kind of coming true, and why don't we work together and with the new company of Arif. So we're thinking of becoming partners and help the different community. And today we have Pastor George as well here. He have many different community connections with the different leaders. And we're thinking of bringing everybody together, able to help and show them some solutions. A lot of the things kept secret. There's no such thing as secret, right? We have to show the path for others to reach where the other person reached, right? So this is the whole idea we're trying to get into it. My portion of it here is I'm trying to help in the finance sector. So I do have a very good relation through in the mortgage sector for residential, commercial, and also with the 5 major banks. If anywhere we can help all the newcomers or the existing entrepreneur, business people, we can help them to guide them to come up with a good business plan and all that to achieve their goal, right? So this is where we decided to gather up, meet up with the different community and explain what we have in our table as a product and service we can offer. Like Kumar mentioned earlier, having a product, go to a bank or go to a professional place, they just input the details in the system, and that is not how it's supposed to happen, right? So basically, you have to understand the individual, what's the need they're here for, are they getting qualified into certain things? You know, by meeting those certain areas, that is where we play there as a subject matter expert, right? And also, a lot of the people don't know how to maintain their credit and all that. Because of that, they feel like, oh, they don't get qualified in nowadays era, which is the financial sector. So where we're trying to get is that we do have an option as well to show them, train them how the credit system works, how they can get qualified with the banking or for mortgage and all those stuff, right? I know we all have our own things going on in our own plate. We don't need to do these things. We have our own incomes coming up. But the main idea is to be a better human, to be there to support it as like all brothers and sisters, right? So I see that this thing's going far, and I know that we're gonna have a great 2024. And with the financial service, everything, we're gonna have it in place. If something that is out of our reach, we'll find a way to bring it to the reach of the public who don't have knowledge and need help, right? Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Also,
Awesome.
Back there.
Thank you.
guys, again, thank you, sir.
Hey,
Thank you.
Where's the
Thank you.
picture guy?
No, he's gonna take
Okay.
picture. I have
It's a must
I don't
picture,
know if
right?
he's in the building yet or he's left, but he's supposed to come and tell us about education. But yeah, let's take a picture. It's the beginning.
It's a new beginning, guys.
One more time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody. Sean is here. Sean's gonna make some music. So this place, we're gonna be here every 2 weeks. We've talked to the management to repeatedly have. This is first time. I know there's not a whole lot of people here, but they say you build them, they will come. And I believe if you're persistent from here through March, we can be filling up this room, contributing to our business partners. Everybody here is a partner. There's no strangers here. I'm very proud to say that. And just go to the, social media. Please connect with us if you're not connected. If you haven't filled up, or just take a look so people you talk to, you know what they can fill up. Financial and fundamental needs assessment. We can send it to you. And we look forward to seeing you. Sean, are you ready to take over with some music? Did you have some food, my friend? Sean works on the lake. He's a driver of a boat, I guess. And he plays music, and he's gonna play some 80s and 90s music for us. I wanted to also bring out my friend here, Nazi. Let me tell you a little about stories that we want to discover. She came to the Kurdish community, wanted for some help and to get connected with government, and she has dedicated her last 30 years in saving street girls in Tehran, in Istanbul, in Toronto. Totally, all her life has been, her house is like a refugee camp that I was in Sweden and Germany. I want her to come up here. Nazi, come on up, please help me. Welcome, please give her a hand. These are the stories that we like to bring to your church, sir. This is the lady that's dedicated all of her life and been abducted by mafias, and her story is incredible also. Befahmi. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Go, Befahmi. Talk.
Hi, my name is Nazir. Actually, sorry, I have a little bit cold. So, I born at 1963, December 5. I just turned to 60, right?
So not bad.
Thank you. A couple of days ago. You too, right? Okay, that's good. So, I had a dad like you guys. We had the food on the table at that time. As soon as I lost my dad at age of 9, which she's my mom, she's sitting there, right there. She's 83 years old. At age of 29, my mom lost her husband, and I lost my dad at age of 14. So we become so poor. because we had no one to bring us the food. At the age of 14 from the eternity, کمیته رو نمیدونم دیگه چی میگن، تو eternity کار میکرد. The powerful guy said, either you marry to me or they're not gonna find you. So I left the country to the Turkey. I stayed there on the street for a while. And since then, up to now, I try to help everybody. My movie is coming out next year. You can watch the teaser at, if you have Instagram, you can put You Don't Know Me .2023 on YouTube, The Guardian trailer. That's my teaser. You will watch the movie next year, 2024. That's my story, my life. I saved almost more than 30 people in Toronto. I saved their life, yes. Because they were on drug. Some of the girls, they were selling themselves. Most of them, they were using meth. Some of them, depression. I had 5 corona at corona times, homeless in my home. I bring all kinds of people, sweetheart. You name it. Any sickness doesn't matter. All kinds of people. And I'll see them as my kids. Nothing different. Whatever money I made, I spent for them. I won all the court in Canada, and I'm not a lawyer. I copied in college. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nazila.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. There's so many stories that we'd like really to bring out over the next year. Yes. And just listen, social media is simple. We're all friends. If you know somebody, if you know Nazila, go there, like her story. Her movie is coming out. The first of such. Beautiful soul, that's what she is. She dedicated her whole life, and now her mom is here. They're here to support, to be here to help us. She's a community leader more than anything else. I'm proud to be in the same heritage. She comes from my hometown. We're the city of maybe close to 700,000 now. But Sean is gonna get started. Sean, are you ready? Have some music? Not yet? Streaming? Okay. What else? How about comedy? And you like comedy?
We do comedy too.
Yeah, sure. We do business, we do comedy. We just bring friends together to help really build smiles. I just had an amazing day this morning. I'm truly blessed. I wanted to introduce you to a philosophy that's in my book, should you want to get a copy. And that's being grateful. I was with my son just going down, and I said, if you're always in gratitude, you'll always be happy. And you're grateful for this beautiful Canada. So many people of my country, like Nazila, like myself, are being suppressed, even though incredible talent is there. And some evil forces, like Rhonda said, have taken over the country. So we're hoping that in 2024 there'll be a lot of light. Yes, in the world, all over. In the whole world, yes. It starts in the next couple of days when this year turns. We all have our clocks. Make sure, please write this down. This is not small stuff, simple stuff, easy stuff is easy also not to do. You know, just writing things down. Right now we have some projects with building a stage just like this in Niagara Falls, and there are camel farms. We're arranging camel tours in Oshawa. There's so much activity going on. You just got to get out and come out and get involved, meet some people. Office upstairs is open. Downstairs we're going to be here 5 days a week to help grow this community. So I appreciate everyone. Thank you so much, and let's take a 5-minute break. And